Hello, hello, and welcome to Irrational Astrology. I regret to inform you all that it was indeed a scheme that Todd set up.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the booth.
The come upper.
If you're not familiar with who Kandi Burruss is, she is a Real Housewives of Atlanta reality TV star, but she's also a very successful musician. She was part of 90s group Escape. She has launched various projects. She is very successful and a household name, some would say. Now, her husband, Todd Tucker, originally was a producer of the show, and they were sneaking around for a little bit until eventually Kandi convinced Todd to just quit his job as a producer so that they could be open about their relationship. And eventually, Todd did, and he joined the show. From there, they dated for a bit, and the one and only person who has been on Todd's behind was Kandi's mother, Joyce. Mama Joyce. From day one, she's never liked Todd because she felt like he was after Kandi for her money. And that's pretty much all he wanted from her. He didn't actually care or love Kandi. But the thing about it is, the way that she was on Todd and how badly she did not want them to be together, especially because it would take money away from her, it more so felt like she knew who Todd was because she was the same person. She was also profiting off of Kandi financially. She stole money from Kandi.
Oh, I had to read Miss Cynthia. How do Mama Joyce get her money? Miss Cynthia said, "Oh, I think Kandi take care of Mama Joyce."
Okay, I guess Miss Joyce, an apology.
You definitely do.
Okay, well, I don't have any problem apologizing
Thank
to
you,
you.
darling. Thank you very much.
Made an assumption. I know
Okay.
Kandi.
And it was wrong.
Okay.
Miss Cynthia, Kandi have never taken care of Mama
Wait a
Joyce.
minute, Mama. So you're going to say I never contributed to your well-being?
Wait a minute now, Miss Kandi.
Do you want me to be truthful or do you want me to just listen?
I want you to be truthful now.
Okay, let's go back to a couple years ago.
Okay, go
when
ahead.
you had credit cards in my name that I did not know about, and
You
that's why I
had
took
one
my
time.
checkbook back away
No,
from you.
no, one
and then we sat
time,
down,
one time,
and I
one
gave
time.
you
I
extra
was
money every
working.
month to
You
subsidize
gave
it.
me $700 a month.
Because you were spending all the rest of the money on gambling and the home shopping network. So I was trying not to waste money.
I spent my say.
I feel like that's exactly why and how she knew who Todd was from the start. I mean, Scorpios are good at reading people like a book. Her mom is a Scorpio. They're great at reading people like a book. However, sometimes it really does just boil down to knowing and peeping behavior from people because you've been in their shoes too. Regardless of what her mother had to say, Kandi still continued her relationship with Todd. But what was really interesting was Portia also tried to warn Kandi about Todd. Portia is another housewife of the show, Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you don't know that. She also tried to warn her and said he was going by an alias named Marvin so that he could cheat with people.
His name is Marvin.
Okay.
So that he can cheat. Marvin, his alias, that's what you need to worry about. All of that is in the streets of Atlanta. Probably the same streets Mama Joyce be listening to. It's out there, boo-boo. You might want to clean that up for you. Bring all this attention to Portia. Go clean them streets up. Go clean them blogs up. It's talking about you, boo.
Think about Tauruses. They are very stubborn, okay? It is hard to convince them of just anything. A lot of times they have to see things for themselves, or they have this like intuition that they have that they would rather listen to rather than all the noises and ideas from other people. But also, I kind of feel like, there might have been a little bit of insecurity. Portia is really beautiful. So is Kandi. However, Todd made it very clear that he was extremely attracted to Portia on one of the reunions. And I know Kandi peeped it. I mean, Todd does strike me as the type of guy to try to glance at a girl in front of his girl. He gives me that vibe. There's nothing about Todd that gives like he will remain modest or faithful, commit. Like there's just nothing. And he's a Leo. There's nothing about that man that gives like he won't check out another woman in front of Kandi.
You know who's a nice one? You better stay out of this one. No, I got somebody in mind. Lisa Wu. That was a smart ass answer. Lisa Wu's a bad chick. Lisa Wu, Kenya, who else? Let's give you one more. What's the chick from? You're not gonna say Kenya. I didn't say. You don't want to say Kenya. You're scared ass. I'm gonna say. Yeah, Portia's not the brightest, but Portia's a bad chick. I would agree that Lisa Wu was a very nice looking girl. I'm gonna say Portia, okay? Then I'm gonna say Portia. Then I'm gonna say Portia again.
So I know for a fact she had, well, not for a fact, okay, I don't know these people, so allegedly, right? But I feel like she caught him looking at Portia at some point or another. So you can be blinded by insecurities on top of being stubborn, you know? So maybe she just wasn't trying to hear Portia because maybe she thought like, oh, well, you would love to see him, you know, single. Who knows what was going through her mind at that point. But regardless, what anyone had to say, she stuck by her man and they still went on to get married. So you know how there's bad omens, and sorry y'all, my nose is stuffy, okay? Bear with me. Yeah, I feel like arguing before your wedding is a bad omen. Like, I feel like that cannot be good, just that energy. Because it was the fact that they were arguing about a prenup that Kandi wanted Todd to just sign, and Todd was like, I don't even know what's in this prenup. Like, hold on, like, I want to make sure I'm going to get some money out of this. Basically, okay? He didn't say that, but basically.
We're going back and forth arguing before we're supposed to get married.
Exactly, because we're not going to get married if we don't have no prenup. And we sit up here arguing about that. I don't even understand why we're arguing, because if you got, you work, I work. So I'm not understanding what is it that we're debating here.
Well, let's speak to the lawyer.
You ain't even telling me what it is that you feel like should be there, because when I look at his notes, he's talking about you doing all this work for me. And it's like, you ain't worked on that for me, but stuff that you're also getting a percentage of. So it's not like you just working for me.
I don't think that Todd told his attorney everything about our business arrangement, because for some reason, he's under the impression that Todd was some intern of mine on the musical that we did together. Any profits from A Mother's Love, we split 50-50.
I'll get him on the line. We can talk it through. Okay?
Hey, Stevie, I'm sitting here with Todd. Do you mind if I put you on speakerphone? Okay. He wanted you guys to call his attorney, but why didn't you call him today?
My thing was like, why not just reach out to him and let's figure something out? Like, we're getting married tomorrow. We need to figure this out.
The point that I saw, it wasn't just sort of general what he said in his email, which was, let's say you got sick, or let's say you became disabled. And so Kandi's like, I don't want you around anymore. You don't get anything. And it's true.
If I were to get sick, just get out. It seemed like the document was just so business. It felt like Kandi hadn't even really reviewed it. I'll give Randy a call. I just want to talk through all of his concerns. And, you know, it'll be best if
be available if he calls back?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
In my mind, you trying to make something that's very cut and dry and very complicated.
But I'm not just going to sign the document right now.
I'm just like, you guys are in the midst, literally sitting in the center of the venue, or at least the room where your wedding is being set up, arguing. Like, that had to stir up some sort of negative energy, some sort of negative aura. Like, that could not have been good. Just,
you can't be mad at me for dealing with my lawyer, and he has concerns.
You just let that man know that we do that stuff as a partnership?
Is this personal, or is it just business?
How is it personal to say you got what you got and I got?
No, there's other things in there. There's other things in there. If we don't work out, I gotta get out the damn house in 30 days? How do I find a house in 30 days?
Relationship? When y'all broke up, did you just keep living together? Like,
no, but if I need some time to find a place, if we have a child.
Okay, well, if we break up, then you can go in the guest house and I stand the man out.
But that seems reasonable.
Todd can say whatever he wants about it not being about the money, is why he doesn't like the prenup. But meanwhile, his attorney is sending notes, and all those notes are about money.
Eventually, he ends up signing the prenup and they get married. But it's just like the fact that it took that long, it just took all the pressuring to get him to sign it. It was just like, and like Kandi said, most of his concerns were about money. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, it was right in front of your face. But when you are raised by somebody toxic, sometimes it's hard to see that in other people because that's what you were raised by. So a part of you subconsciously believes that's normal. So, I mean, with her mom stealing from her, how would she be able to clock what Todd was doing or his motive this whole time? Like, it's hard to just see past that when you're raised by that. So after he signed it, they get married and they live happily ever after, until recently when Kandi announced that they were getting a divorce.
I filed for divorce on Friday, and yeah, right now it's a pretty crazy time.
She filed for divorce because she caught Todd having an affair inside of her own restaurant. Yep, on the camera. But to me, I started peeping stuff about 2 years ago because I watch his YouTube channel sometimes. He just sits down with Kandi and her glam squad. So I started peeping about 2 years ago. The disrespect, like, whew, it was starting to grow. He was disrespectful, shady, condescending, straight up mean, rude. He was just, it just felt like it was starting to turn up a few notches.
The company, so we had to sneak around, so we could just go out to, wherever we felt like it, go to whatever restaurant. It was like work.
I thought that was your song. Little Secret. No, I thought you was into.
I didn't write it though.
I thought you was into that kind of thing, So I was like, I was all in.
If it's to me, stuff like that got to be easy, right?
Age that was.
Right, exactly. I was way young when that's
what you do back then.
That was not. Wait, time out. That was not way young. That was 30.
Oh, when Little Secret came out.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about when we was. I thought you were talking about when we was running around.
No, I'm talking about, you said the song. I'm saying back when I was cool with the whole Little Secret thing.
Okay.
Anyway, you gotta put me on there when my hair getting done and I ain't got no makeup on.
Whatever. What's up, y'all? This is Todd in the Glam Squad. Todd in the Glam Squad.
What's up, y'all?
We got Tay TV. Jody, the opinionated Jody's not with us today. And Nita Nails is absent as well. But we got Kandi too. Yeah. So today,
Kandi too.
Hey, because it's not about you, but it's all about you. That's what happens here at Todd in the Glam Squad. Kandi definitely gave me an ultimatum.
It wasn't about marriage. It's about are we really gonna seriously be in a serious relationship?
That's an ultimatum, because I was cool with just kind of hanging out, knocking it down, just kicking it, hiding.
And I lived all the way in Fayetteville. You worked late until all the time. You know what I mean? I had to come all the way in the city just to hang out. I was like, that's too much work.
So do you agree you gave me an ultimatum?
Too much work to not have a title.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, yeah, I definitely had to say to you, okay, if you don't want to be serious, that's cool. But just let me know what we doing, because if that's what you want to do, then I ain't really going to be putting no time into this.
Yeah. So you gave me an ultimatum.
Yeah. I did. And
you took it.
Like a sucker. Just went on and did it. But yeah, I think eventually I definitely would have locked her down.
Eventually, see, ain't got time for that.
Well, think about it. I was only here. I got here in June. I got in Atlanta in June. Me and Kandi linked up in August. I got here June 6th. Me and Kandi linked up August 4th. My ultimatum probably came August 5th or 6th.
Stop it. You were still kicking it.
Well, I need this on a regular basis. What we doing?
What we doing? I can't be speaking.
I need to know that you only know me
October.
Okay, August. Okay, October.
2 months ago, you was thirsty. That's how long me and David.
No, it was not being thirsty. It was just, it was very simply, I'm not finna put in no energy making sure I see you every day and do all that. Hell no.
Yeah, you could have gave a player 6 months.
So is there
Not a victim of this, but I was part of the shenanigans of this. Have you ever met someone?
You dated one of your homeboys' exes.
But I called him.
And he got mad at you still.
No, he didn't.
Man, these comments gonna go crazy. They gonna be like, all these people in the world, y'all can't find your own man.
No. His ex-chick was trying to show me love, and then I hit him up, like, yo, you cool? And he was like, yeah, I'm good, go ahead. He never tripped. But has this ever happened to you? Have you ever met somebody, you're like, oh, they cool, and you already fucking with them, and then they bring their friends around, and you're like, yo, I really want to mess with a friend?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that happens to me. And I actually messed with a friend, but it was so crazy. I was with the friend one day, and I just said, fuck you. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna front. When I met you, I was like, yo, I wanna fuck with you. She was like,
you did.
I swear, I don't even believe I said it. I don't even believe I said it because I ain't even that.
Why, is it because of looks or because of what? Has to be because of what?
No, she was just my flow. You know when somebody's just your flow? Like, that's my flow. And you know the crazy shit?
Years ago, I wrote a song about that topic.
No, the craziest shit was I introduced her to my boy because I knew how much I wanted to fuck with him. And I was like, let me get her up out of here. And she started fucking with my boy. And then, now they was just kicking it. But then one day, me and her was alone. And even though she was fucking with my boy, I was fucking with a girl. I was like, yo, I just gotta tell you this. I was like, it made me fucked up, but I gotta say it. I was like, yo, the first day I saw you, I wanted you.
What was very odd, or the most odd to me at least, was the type of questions he asked her. It felt like he was preparing for a divorce. He would give her all these hypotheticals, but somehow, some way, the hypotheticals were all about them being broken up.
Like,
well, back to what I was saying.
So, I don't know what to say.
You're living, no, you're living with your dude.
Okay.
He has a very nice house, but you want to have a house that you guys are going to own together because you're about to get married.
Okay.
You can't afford the $2 million house to even, you might have a couple of dollars, but you can't afford to get a $2 million house because you can't maintain that if he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Do you think he should still get it? And do you see that the female should do the same on the reverse?
That's what I said. I'm old school, so I feel like if a man want to do that for his family, then cool.
So the female cannot be on the level or even on her way to the level to contribute, and you think he should do it, but you think the female shouldn't do it if she has more.
No, because like to me, even in divorce, I don't think it's right when men be trying to take half of the women. I don't think it's cool. Like I feel like a man should always be a man and be able to handle his own or whatever, right? So, if
so you gained your money while the man was with you, and he nurtured you, he helped you, gave you ideas, he was a part of that, that progression. You don't think he should get anything? You did it all.
What is he? Nobody said she did it all.
Well, no. I'm just saying, you with your husband right now, right? So say he's like, you should do this, you should do that. Let's work on this. Like he's setting you up. He's organizing you. He's getting your shit right.
You saying like a Wendy Williams situation?
Well, I don't really know that thing, but I'm just saying, and he helps you blow up.
Well, I'm saying because he's like her manager, right?
No, I'm just saying someone who like really influences, who's really there, who really helps the brand get to where it needs. So now you blew up. You wasn't blown up. Now you blew up.
Okay, like how Steve Harvey say he is now.
Like they added value to the situation.
Yeah, like when I met you was maybe making a couple of $100,000. Now you're making fucking $4 million a year, and he's been contributing to your success.
Okay, in that case, if they choose to get a house together, but once again, still in marriage, I would not do it if I was not married to the person, because that's what we're saying, right? Is this the topic?
No, yeah, not if we're not married.
If we're not married, now I can understand what you're saying. If the person is adding value to the relationship, and then they build it up, and that's it to me, and that's another thing. What I'm saying,
let's just equate it to us. Let's equate it to us.
I'm not equating it to us. What I'm saying is, when you and I got together in marriage, and we made more businesses, we made more, there were more things happening. To me, the money that was made after marriage, that's a different conversation, because we both contributed, whatever. But the money I had when I came in this thing,
nobody's talking about. That's not even part of the conversation.
No, but it is to me, because when you're talking about going into a house or a property, because that's what our conversation is about, right? Buying properties together. It's like I ain't never met nobody.
I'm smashing all Kandi friends if we single. I'm knocking them all down.
Nigga, I would get it. No. No. I gotta go.
Would you be mad if I was smashing one of your friends?
Hell yeah, if we went together no more. Yes, you're my husband and my children's father.
Is there any friend you wouldn't even be tripping about?
Nigga, don't ask like you think
about. Not tell me.
Think like.
Come on, let's back up. This house is in Kandi's name.
Wait, what?
This house is in Kandi's name.
Before y'all got together.
No, we were together, and then she was like, "I'm buying my dream house."
Oh, y'all was together?
We weren't married. We weren't married.
We were together.
I didn't want
married.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to be on this house.
I just said I'm not putting no man's name on nothing.
You didn't put your name on it?
I don't care about this shit. Like the thing people don't even understand, these houses are fucking money traps anyway. Like buying these big ass houses are very expensive. It takes a lot to maintain them, a lot to keep them up. So for me, if we weren't together, I would not want this house. I would want Kandi here with the family, but I wouldn't want it. No, that's too much.
I would.
Y'all can have that shit. They got indoor pools in luxury apartment buildings. I can go down, take my swim, and go right back up to my apartment. But I'm from that.
All of the hypotheticals, like, well, it was just like, how was she not seeing this? But I think she was, because like in her announcement, she said she had been unhappy for a while. So I think she was peeping some of the stuff at this point.
And me being the Taurus that I am, I like to keep those moments to myself. When I was on Housewives, I really couldn't keep moments to myself when I got upset, so y'all would catch me crying. But in real life, I don't really like for those moments to be shared with the world. I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but, this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So all the times you've been seeing me online like, all of that means nothing. I've been going through it, y'all.
He would constantly disregard her in the videos. He also would bark at her that she wasn't listening anytime she said something that he didn't agree with. And so I'm just like, it's so telling to me, because these hypotheticals would circle back to him. And if you know a Leo, somehow, some way, the conversation always has to circle back to them, okay? Whether they're evolved or unevolved, okay? Conversation always somehow, some way circles back to them. The most sinister part to me about it is the fact that he would sit her down with her team, and this is on his YouTube channel, so he's profiting from this, while questioning his soon-to-be ex-wife in his mind, allegedly, right? But in his mind, questioning her about things that he would want out of the divorce. Because when you go back and watch those clips, it was so clear, like the house, how he made a comment, the kids and Kandi can have this. Oh, okay, so you already let us know you can really do without the house. You're not going to fight for that, okay. But then when the topic of sharing money gets brought up, he's passionate. He's real passionate about money. And it's just crazy, because he talks about how he nurtured her and how he basically built her up. And it's just like, okay, like Kandi was established before the marriage. I don't know why he keeps trying to discredit that. She was successful and financially well off. That's how she got on the show. You don't get on that show by being a brokey. Like, that was so crazy to me. But to see him get that passionate about it, that had to be the most sinister thing to watch. The fact to know that he's going to make money off of these videos and he's probing her for things he's going to negotiate in that divorce. Just sinister, evil. I don't know. That's just so dark to me. Kandi has a daughter, Riley, and Todd also already had a daughter before they ever met, Kayla. But in the midst of their marriage, they had 2 kids, Blaze and Ace. And I don't know how old they are, but they're still pretty young. I know divorces can be hard for some kids. So I hope that Kandi gets some sort of therapy. I'm sure she would. She is one of those very active moms. It's clear she is close to all of her kids. But yeah, I'm sure she'll give them a therapist and everything. But I hope that this goes smoothly enough to where the kids don't feel torn or drained, or it just doesn't take a toll on the kids. But I knew things were going bad when he was just discrediting her success prior to marrying him and claiming to be the idea man behind the fame and fortune.
I'm the come upper.
Might come up off her, but I'm saying you always come down. Yeah, but then you be thinking of stuff too, so but you're always thinking of ideas.
If she said it, I told her first.
Boy,
I be telling you all the fucking ideas. Man.
Yeah, I ain't do shit before I met him.
Not really.
What are you talking about, sir?
Well,
I'm not saying it like that, but not really.
Please stop where you is before you get yourself in a hole.
Or anytime she said something that he just didn't like, he would say, "You're not listening, you're not listening." He would just jump and start barking at her about that. And it's like, no, she was listening. She's answering your questions. You just don't like what's being said.
I admit it.
Kandi, you have to listen. Just listen.
Wait.
Listen for 1 second. I'm just asking you a question. If a guy has everything before the person, and he gets with them, and they talk about going to get a house, should the guy be like, well, you can't really contribute as much as I can, so we're just going to stay in the house that we have? Or should he do it? Because you said I'm old-fashioned, so it sounded like you were saying he should just do it regardless, but the female shouldn't.
Yeah, I
because
think
the guy should have, he should have to step it up.
You know you lying.
Oh, I'm not lying. You will call
You
multiple
lying.
times. Yes,
You
you
lying.
will. To be like, oh, what y'all doing? When you come out?
Well, I'm asking you this. When I'm out, do I call you?
Why would you?
No, time out. Listen. When I'm out, do I call you?
Sometimes.
Most of the times I do.
Not as it gets too late, you be super drunk by then.
Time out. You're not listening. So when I'm out, I call you.
Okay.
So I'm doing a little check-in, letting you know I'm cool.
To him, listening is doing what he says. And a lot of toxic Leos can be that way. It's their way or the highway. Okay. Everything about Todd just gives unhealed, unevolved Leo. They can be vain, self-seeking, falsely modest, okay, pretend to be humble when they're really not, lustful as hell, okay, they sort of act like dictators. It's their way or the highway, okay. They can also spend too much, and that's what I find very funny, because he claims to be the idea man, and it's like, yeah, because you constantly splurge. And that's what really drew him to Kandi, because Tauruses like to spoil their partners. They like to splurge on their partners, especially in that honeymoon phase. Oh, if they got it, there's no limit. I mean, she's good with her money too. Tauruses tend to be savers also, but when they're in love, oh my God, you can damn near get their whole bank account. But that's what I think really drew him to her, because everything about Todd is egotistical, just narcissist. Everything about him is the worst type of Leo.
That's how players are. Players like to be we want.
There you go with that Leo bull.
I'm just giving you the truth.
Players, that's how players.
Guys like their ego. We want to know you want us, just like y'all know.
First of all, his ego is out of control. Okay, to be clear,
it's really not, babe. This ego is it's been put in a box. I've kind of smashed it away. I don't go crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
But that, we need our ego fed.
This doesn't go for all Leos, but this is the great example of the worst type of Leo. And that's why I believe this was indeed a scheme that Todd set up. And that's it for today's Astro Tea. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. I don't have a schedule yet, but I'm trying to pick a day, because I do have a day job, y'all. I'm trying to pick a day where I can consistently post on, but there's been so much going on. I don't really have a set day yet, so bear with me. But yeah, you liking and subscribing, at least my next video will pop up. Just don't know when I'll post it. So keep an eye out, and thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.